Hello, my name is Osmar Steven Acurio, and today I'm going to read about climate change and global warming, session 16. Climate change is a big problem. It affects the whole world, but what causes it? And what can we do about it? There are many causes of climate change. One of the main causes is carbon dioxide in the air. We use a lot of energy in the home. This energy comes from oil and gas. When we use this energy, we make carbon dioxide. Cars and planes also make carbon dioxide. There are more cars and planes now than ever before. This is because more people have money to buy them. Summary: climate change is caused by the excess of carbon dioxide. There are many consequences of climate change. One of the main consequences is extreme weather. In some places, there are big floods. In other places, there are long periods without rain. The weather is also getting hotter. This means that the ice at the North and South Poles is melting. If all the ice melts, the sea will rise by 70 meters. This will be very bad for people who live near the coast. What can we do about climate change? Governments need to make big changes. They need to use more renewable energy. Renewable energy is energy from the sun, wind, or water. People can also help. For example, they can walk or cycle to work instead of using a car. Incorporating EFL teaching and education strategies can also help raise awareness and prompt sustainable practices to address the issue of climate change. Summary: consequences, extreme weather conditions. Solution: habit changes. Now I am going to answer the questions. What is one of the main causes of climate change mentioned in text? The emission of carbon dioxide. How do we make carbon dioxide when using energy at home? Because of the burn of fossil fuels. Why are there more cars and planes now than ever before? Because it's more affordable for people now. What happens if all the ice at the North and South Poles melts? If all the ice melts, the sea will rise by 70 meters. Now I am going to share you a video about the causes of global warming.
From pollution to overpopulation are driving up the Earth's temperature and fundamentally changing the world around us. The main cause is a phenomenon known as the greenhouse effect. Gases in the atmosphere, such as water vapor, carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, and chlorofluorocarbons, let the sun's light in, but keep some of the heat from escaping, like the glass walls of a greenhouse. The more greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, the more heat gets trapped, strengthening the greenhouse effect and increasing the Earth's temperature. Human activities, like the burning of fossil fuels, have increased the amount of CO2 in the atmosphere by more than a third since the Industrial Revolution. The rapid increase in greenhouse gases in the atmosphere has warmed the planet at an alarming rate. While Earth's climate has fluctuated in the past, atmospheric carbon dioxide hasn't reached today's levels in hundreds of thousands of years. Climate change has consequences for our oceans, our weather, our food sources, and our health. Ice sheets, such as Greenland and Antarctica, are melting. The extra water that was once held in glaciers causes sea levels to rise and spills out of the oceans, flooding coastal regions. Warmer temperatures also make weather more extreme. This means not only more intense major storms, floods, and heavy snowfall, but also longer and more frequent droughts. These changes in weather pose challenges. Growing crops becomes more difficult. The areas where plants and animals can live shift, and water supplies are diminished. In addition to creating new agricultural challenges, climate change can directly affect people's physical health. In urban areas, the warmer atmosphere creates an environment that traps and increases the amount of smog. This is because smog contains ozone particles, which increase rapidly at higher temperatures. Exposure to higher levels of smog can cause health problems such as asthma, heart disease, and lung cancer. While the rapid rate of climate change is caused by humans, humans are also the ones who can combat it. If we work to replace fossil fuels with renewable energy sources like solar and wind, which don't produce greenhouse gas emissions, we might still be able to prevent some of the worst effects of climate change.
Okay, so what were the main words, vocabulary that she mentioned? Number one, greenhouse effect. Greenhouse effect. Number two, carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide. Number three, she also mentioned about weather, changes in weather. Number four, health problems. And number five, also mentions something about challenges. Okay, challenges. Very good. Now I'm going to read about some other phobias. Number one, Elisa has ophidiophobia. Ophidiophobia is the fear of snakes. People think snakes are disgusting because snakes look dirty and wet. Snakes are not disgusting. They are clean and dry. Most people with snake phobia have never seen or touched a real snake. These people are afraid, so they avoid parks and other places where snakes live. Number two, Rosa has acrophobia. Acrophobia is the fear of high places. All people have some fear of high places. When people have acrophobia, they panic as a result. They can't be in a tall building. They can't walk on a high bridge. Number three, Sam has trypanophobia. Trypanophobia is the fear of needles. This fear usually starts in childhood. When children visit the doctor, they cry because needles hurt. When children are older, they learn to relax. People with a phobia never relax, but they cannot relax. They panic or they avoid the doctor. Number four, Ali has glossophobia. Glossophobia is the fear of public speaking. People with glossophobia speak easily with friends and people at work. They panic when a lot of people are watching and listen. They have wet hands because they sweat a lot. So I'm going to see if the answers are true or false. Number one, the fear of public speaking usually starts when a child goes to the doctor. This is false. Number two, when people have a fear of high places, they panic in tall buildings or high bridges. This is true. Number three, people with a fear of snakes avoid going to the attic. That is false because usually snakes don't live in the attic. And number four, people with a fear of public spaces, of public speaking, panic when they talk to friends or people at work. That is false as well. Okay, just to finish, I am going to mention about the phobias in page 107. And the phobias are snakes, clowns, going to the dentist, small spaces, very high places, dog or other animals. So here are my sentences. Number one, people may be afraid of snakes because they are venomous. Number two, I know someone who's afraid of clowns because he had a bad experience when was a child. Number three, people may be afraid of going to the dentist because toothache is really painful. Number four, people may be afraid of very high places because they may feel vertigo whenever they are in a high place. And finally, I know someone who's afraid of dogs because she was bitten by a dog when she was walking alone. Thank you so much. That was my assignment. My name is Osmar Steven Acuña.